is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, SICKDOE and crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Nigga, SICKDOE and crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making SICKDOE and crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more.
Wall Street, SICKDOE in crypto. I'm excited today. This is the day right now. You have come to SICKDOE in crypto, Wall Street Pete. I'm telling you right now, this is the most exciting video. This is the most exciting event. Talk about Gary. I'm shaking. I'm so excited with what's happening with Cardano and what's going on right now. This is an event. There's such big news right now. If you can hang in with me here. Woo! Sunday Swap is a decentralized exchange protocol, okay? And let me explain something to you right now. It's coming out January 20th, 2022. We have 3 days. And when we find out that the network enabling native token and Cardano exchanges for anyone with its protocol, you will be able to swap, stake, lend, borrow more in a truly decentralized way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is big, breaking, humongous news. And beyond that, this is the Wall Street Beat Show. Please, you hit the like and subscribe. We come to you with the news. Right now, Cardano. This is amazing. Land prices surge on Cardano Metaverse. Project Pavia. Over 60% of the 100,000 virtual land plots have sold on Pavia, with the remaining set to go under the hammer later this quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going berserk. What is happening? What is going on? Well, right now, Cardano is getting its gaming application launched, as it was launched last week, becoming the first ever metaverse project on the blockchain. Okay, understand where we're going with this. This is getting very, very insane. I'm going to teach you how to get to Pavia. This is the website, okay? Now, if you're interested in how to buy the land, if you're interested in how it works, then this is probably going to be exciting for you. This is exciting for me. Hit the like and subscribe, please. Want you to understand what's about to happen. Okay, so welcome to the future. Pavia, Italy was the birthplace of Jerome Cardano, whom the Cardano blockchain project was named after. 2021 sees the launch of Pavia.io, which is a metaverse being built on Cardano. It seems fitting to name our virtual world Pavia. Understand what happens now. People are buying the land. People are getting into this. This is what it looks like if you get onto the Pavia.io. You can go onto there right now on the computer if you'd like. Check it out. When I zoomed in, and I do see Solana here, you will see for sale, boom shakalaka. And if you zoom out, and if you understand this is the metaverse, you can own a piece of this land, sign up, log in, get your own account. Please do your own research. None of this is financial advice, of course. This is the Pavia metaverse. This is the closer you get to my Pavia, my P. And that sounds funny, right? The closer you get to this, the more money, the more valuable these NFT non-fungible tokens are. What's happening right now is we're getting in the gaming metaverse. As we just started in the beginning, I showed you something else. Cardano non-fungible tokens. Please do your own research. Is what they're asking you to do is transfer one Cardano, and I do not agree ever to transfer nothing. But you transfer one Cardano over, and then it links your accounts. Apparently, please be careful. Got to do my own research on this and double check if this is official. But apparently, it's looking official. Look at this crap. 4,000 Cardano. Imagine that. Buy a piece of land. Cardano kids. Looking at the car. Looking pretty cool. 20,000. 222 just for the trash can of Benjamin's Club. That's hilarious. But pay attention to what's going on in this world. This is CNFT.io. I have to do some more research on it. Pay attention. But right here, I do believe in this. So we're good here. So when I do more research, I'll let you know more about that. But right here, this is it. Earn a piece of land today. Earn a piece of the land. The closer you get into the hot zone of the P, remember, as I said, the more valuable. So you see all the land, all the open space, I'm sure. And they said they're going to talk about making the land bigger and how they're going to do things in that realm. So do your own research. Pay attention to what's going on. Create, explore, and trade in the first ever Cardano virtual world owned by its users. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. So I want to do more homework on this. I thought I'd come to you immediately once I found out about it. This is why the price is being driven. CNFT based on coordinates with Pavia.io. Please remember, at this stage in development, you cannot visit or deploy any content onto your land parcel. We are working hard to deliver the in-game Pavia experience. So understand what's going on. Understand here. Now we're going to go maybe to the charts. Talk a little bit about this. I'm pretty excited. As I said to you many times in my channel, this is huge. These are big things. This could be the head, and I do see a head forming, so I will maybe have to see if we can get cheaper prices. Showing some resistance here, but if we do get up a little higher, I would be excited. What am I looking at right now? Well, let me get rid of all this so you can see what's happening. Well, right here is my shoulder, perhaps, right? This is what we're looking at. The shoulder was the peak high of $1.35, and if you've seen my obvious tweets and my obvious, I have the Twitter account, but we don't talk about it too much, SICKDOE Crypto. But if you understand, we've been talking a lot about Cardano. We've been showing a lot like, let's get ready. It's happening, and Cardano is making it happen. Look at Algo, no match. And I'm trying to explain to you what's happening here. We've been talking about this for over a day, plenty of days. And if you've gotten on, congratulations, you are enjoying this. Looking to see if we're going to make this head here now. We do have an hourly. So each hour, this is a new candle. Let's pay attention. It should be starting to go down now. And if that's what it's going to be doing, then I'll believe very, very deeply down to about 149, and I do believe we'll go further. But I'm looking at it right now, and that is definitely showing me ahead. Wow. Remove drawings before they even come up. And what I'm looking at, I'm just going to do a 4-hourly, because the 4-hourly is a lot. I do like the 4-hourly, but we still see the same thing. Inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is bullish to the upside. And then I see my shoulder performed. So what's happening now? Well, we're either going to find this resistance where we did last time, and that's about where we're at. So it's showing detailed resistance at the 156 level. I do believe we're there. We'll find out shortly, right? After a few 4-hourly candles, 1 hour left, less than an hour left on this 4-hourly for this to change. And what's happened is we tried to go up, tested, we got resistance. So that's a big counter, big telling so far. See what happens when we finish that 4-hourly candle. Will we turn red and proceed to come down and match and mirror image this slope? If we do, well, then we can confirm. Most likely we're looking at a head. What is that? Then we already know. This is 1,000% the shoulder. We're looking good, inverted shoulder, head, coming back through. And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to retrace off the Fibonacci sequence. That's my favorite detail in the indicators. It's one of my favorites. I have to use it. It's not in here, but the relative strength index and the, the charts of the volume here on the bottom will tell me what's going on. Do notice, do tell. What is Cardano doing? What is the rest of the market doing? This is what we do. Now 36%. It was up 40%. Obviously, price coming down, consolidating a tad. You'll see the difference still. Look at all the other numbers. Nothing really happening here. So the FOMOing could be real as well, as what I wanted to talk about. Solana. Big favorite, right? Only 7.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, 35, perhaps even in the red, down 5.3%. Understand, all these are not appealing right now. Now, the whales, yeah, they're appealing because they know to buy the dip. But my point is let's be real, the FOMO's coming in 8%. I want to find out what Cardano's doing. Boom. You come on my channel, you find out about Pavia, and all of a sudden, Slavia on the side of your lip. Because you know why? You can't wait to buy. The FOMO's real. If we do get this inverted head and shoulders pattern, I already know, looking at that, bam, immediately like that, there is a 130 price. I see it. Support came through down, but what happened is we hit resistance major. And if you see this is old support from what time, and I'll find out in a second, January 3rd coming into the new year, there's a humongous time spent on the 4-hourly. So all the way from the 29th to the 5th. So if you understand that, I have basically that time frame of support. It's showing solid on this line. That is the price of 130. Like I said many times, you will find support either re-hit and retrace or flip for resistance. So what's going to happen here now? There's a chance, and I want you to understand the big chances here. As I work it through, this was resistance up here. Resistance was 138. Okay, so you're seeing support and you're seeing resistance now. Big resistance somewhere around there, 140, and I'm trying to see where. Okay, so 139, somewhere in that range. Now, what I'm getting at is there could be a pullback down to the downside like this. But this is why technical analysis is getting thrown out the window sometimes. This is why we're looking foolish. This could be a cup and handle. Very, very strong cup and handle. So understand 4-hourly. I love the 4-hourly. Very, very strong cup and handle formation looking on this chart. We do expect resistance as we've constantly got it on the RSI over and over and over. And what's happened? Down, down, and where are we? Down. So let's see what happens. The trend is your friend. We're still going in the upward direction. We have to refresh, make sure we have some good numbers on what Cardano is doing. Back to 36%, 153. Volume is still near the 3.8 billion, 51 billion market cap. So still solid coin, still very, very solid overall. So not beating a dead horse. I just want you to hit the like and subscribe. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Big chance we come down to these price levels. 136. What's that? 138. That's looking really good. Because if you see right here, we spent some time right there. Right there, how many candles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, almost about 4 or 5 candles hanging out around in that range. If you see the wick come down and then here. So we played around with 1, 2, 3, 4. So a good 16 hours in that time frame. We found support on the 138, 139. Let's see what happens. We could get 2 red candles here, as I said, continue to come down and form this head and shoulders, and then it'll really fool you. There could be a third leg up coming after this is over, and then before you know it, you get a check mark. And why is that happening? Well, because a lot of people woke up this morning. And seen that they're getting tired of Bitcoin at whatever it is, 42, 43,000, right? It's been doing that. It's getting old. Ethereum, same kind of thing. Well, Cardano. Cardano was just what? Do I have to show it to you? We can go to the daily, and I can help you understand on the daily what it's doing. So could you imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago. So last Sunday, you could have gotten, or last Saturday, you could have gotten, Monday, whatever the hell, it's 7 days ago, so happy Martin Luther King Day. You could have gotten it at 107.5. So this is kind of what we're talking about. That was pretty much your last chance. Inverted head and shoulders right here, the inverted. And now what we're going to look to see happen. Well, while this is a cup and handle, that's also the same thing, creating a shoulder. So if you understand what that's doing, when we're hitting resistance here at this price across the board, your cup and handle, which you see here, and I know it's very complex, your cup and handle, there's your handle down, it will now either do, just watch this pattern, a W, imagine that, there's your W, boom, there is your cup and handle. This is all three bullish momentums, right? Cup, handle, upward W. I mean, there's nothing really bearish about this pattern. There's nothing bearish about this chart. Every indicator I see is looking pretty good except for this short-term downfall now. We're getting a pullback. We're hitting resistance again at the same 151. And I said this last night on my chart. So before we go, and I brag just a little bit because, I mean, really, a lot of people want to see the truth. They're like, let's see you call it. And imagine yesterday. There it is, the proof. A lot of people want to see it. Well, there it is. The proof is in the pudding. Yesterday was the 16th. I sold Mana almost at a high. And you have to understand, I accumulate more Cardano that way. And I accumulate more shares. And I'll come back into Mana when it's down to where it needs to be. Well, guess what? I put an order in, it filled, right? it filled too much. It filled a little too much. It's 295 and 299, and guess what? We're getting it. So that's a beautiful thing. Orders filled. Let's see what happens from here. Looking like a double bottom end pattern, but the problem is I'm on the daily. And if you look at the daily on Mana, just real quick, just to give you an understanding of how we work this, that is two falling wedges. It broke out, hit the resistance of 395. What's going to happen again? Well, we got this falling wedge again. If you see it, it's now going to break back up to the upside. But dead cat bounces, so do understand they're not, they're kind of insignificant. So what's happening is they're really coming up to a lower low, and it's not really impressive because that's not looking too bullish. But remember, descending triangle, descending channel to the downside, it will break out just the same way as it's going up. So this is a bullish pattern overall. So you do, it does show if hodling, and it does show if not spending your emotion on trading, you'll actually succeed. So do understand there's probably one more fall to the downside right here on Mana. It could happen. Don't freak out. $2.66. I mean, really, this sounds sick, right? Well, guess what? There's a possibility that it does that, and that would kill you because that's what they're doing lately. I don't know if you understand. Every big momentum to the upside has been a very catastrophic fall. And I don't know if you've noticed that. Like, look at this man at Decentraland. Look at this big daily. This is a one-day candle. It's kind of reminding me of Cardano now. If you see what happened on the two big wick days, there were huge parabolic moves. There's really high money there if you're invested in this type of asset. And what I'm trying to explain is it was a big pullback, and you don't see that unless somebody breaks it down to you. But coming all the way down at 75 cents and then seeing it touch $4.97 is insane. I mean, that's why we're in this world. That's why we're in this crypto space. Understand that. If I do my Fibonacci level correctly on the daily, it's telling me I probably would have fell back 50%, and I would have taken that on the daily, and it's sick. It's exactly 50%. $2.17, 217.9. So I'm trying to show you how the Fibonacci level works. We did not really touch any lower than the 50%. And if you do follow this and follow me, I talk about how the Fibonacci level, if we do retrace and pull back to the 50%, it's one of the biggest bullish scenarios. So let's go to it. Without further ado, let's check it out. What have we been doing since then? Well, the Fibonacci sequence level has taken us higher and higher. We're now coming down all the way through to the golden pocket. The golden pocket is here. So now this is Mana Decentraland. If anyone was wondering, I might have to fix the title, say Cardano, and then Mana at the end. But this is exciting if you do pay attention because we're staying above that realm here of this range that we had at 289 in that low bottom I just said. So if you're paying attention here, there's going to be a possible big move to the upside. This is a humongous, and obviously most of the coins are looking like this. Tokens, I call them assets because this is an asset to me. I trade it, right? I hold it. Depends what it is exactly, right? How much value I hold in it. But Cardano is looking to confirm that head and shoulders pattern back to the downside before we come back up. So that's cool. That's good. What's happening is the whales are taking profits. They are taking profits. That's what's happening. So you have to understand that. So here we are consolidating $2.95, $2.95, Mana Decentraland. And if you do notice, every time it keeps hitting resistance at the 344. So it's only a matter of time. If I break out to the 344, and I'm trying to make it really short and sweet for you, if we break the 344 frame and it finishes the daily above, and I know that sounds insane, but we have to do that. If you can do that, I'll tell you right now, this is going to flip bullish, and you're going to see this price point. You're going to see this checkpoint back to the 395. Find support at 395 and actually come back up to 487. I know this sounds like a joke. I know this sounds like, yeah, okay, clickbait BS, and I did not put this in the title for a reason, but understand the levels in the game, that what's happening, it's going sideways. It's going to mirror image back, and if we do find resistance back to here, once we come back to the all-time highs and match, you're going to find yourself realizing that over time, hodling might be the method. Let's be real as steel here. That's what Wall Street is. I don't like to really BS because nobody really likes a BSer, right? I can't stand it. I could just vision it right out of your mouth when you start talking. And I'll tell you right now, this is no BS. I was buying Mana at 11 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents in January. I was buying it. I held the littlest bit. It's disgusting. I didn't want to talk about it. So understand if you do hodl, when you have some of these things and you do believe in the project, there's a really good chance you could stop working and we can enjoy life a little more, right? And as I did a couple things here I wanted people to see, we're going to get going, but no one should have to cross this bridge. No one, and I do agree with that. I didn't make this, and I don't want any controversial around it. I don't even talk politics or anything like that, but this was the outcome, and this is what I see from it. You should have to cross this bridge. Someone please cross this bridge. Understand that we're going through and through time and time again trying to survive. It's going to be a breakdown. The economy is killing me. Bitcoin Ami, as Gary is asking again. And if you see every single time I fall, Gary, this is real quick because we got to go. Gary, every time I fall and I have this falling wedge, and if you put it down in the wedge, you see how the pattern just doesn't really get any higher in a dead cat bounce. You'll see the inverted happen. There's a V that could have happened here, but we got to see what's happening because this gained my trust when it did this. Yeah, we got to get rid of that. This gained my trust when I got this ascending channel. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the V with the ascending channel where you may get the support level. Now, where's my support level? Right up here. $3.51. What's the price? $3.51. It's ironic, but it's true. So if you look at the time frame, and if you pay attention to my chart here, I'm going to build out for you right now. Let's see if we can get this thin. I want you to see it. When in doubt, zoom out. But we got to zoom in when we want to boom in, right? Right here, we're finding major support even at this very second. A couple times we've dipped through, a couple times there's disbelief, people, emotion, FOMO out. That's why this doesn't look like a good support level. This is Bitcoin Ami. This is the metaverse. And if you understand, this is an inverted head and shoulders pattern. It looks beautiful. Shoulder, just like you should see it. I love it how it works sometimes. But that's how we look at these drawings here in these charts. And if you see the RSI level, the trend is your friend. And the RSI level is continuing to create new higher prices. If you see that, we're hitting a new higher high there on the top coming in. That's very good. Very, very bullish. Unfortunately, this is a bearish pattern because eventually what happens, people take profits, the head forms, and you come down. So currently right now, you can get away with this because you see what's happening to the price. We have been doing nothing but falling through to this price. The RSI level will tell you something different. But as we notice and as we dissect this right now, we have nothing but falling wedges. Falling wedge right there again. So two big falling wedges inside one humongous falling wedge. You may see it that way coming from here. But if you see, we're ultimately hitting support levels at the 353, 350 level. That's a fact. Now, if you can come into it, check the volume, see if we're getting any volume coming into it, you'll get a better understanding. Looking at the volume on the bottom here, there is some volume coming in, but if you see, there was some sales immediately. Some people saw it go up. Some people said up. We're hitting resistance again at this price, which is $3.90. It keeps doing that. If you see all across the board, that's what's happening. Every time it hits there, they're selling out. There was only a little bit of FOMO incoming here on the very first time on January 8th that people thought it was actually going to break out because it created another high here, but it's just a resistance level, $3.94. So if you're wondering what is the resistance level to get out of this and you really want to mitigate your loss, I'm not mad at you, but be aware that this could be the last time. This could be the time where it comes through. And this is the metaverse Web3. So understand, we've already talked about this. I'm glad Gary brought it up. Definitely pay attention to what's happening because I'm trying to get us back to this price level. And what is this? This is the last time we had major support resistance flip. And that's the $5.09. So we've had better prices where we thought we were going to come into, like perhaps, oh, that's it, 5.9, 5.10. I mean, that's it. So I'm trying to help you understand the next big wave on how we're going to find out if we're coming through to the upside and we're really turning bullish. This is the only time you're going to find out. So be careful. There's one more, and I always tell you how this works. There's always that one more dip down before something really wants to happen. And if you see how, it's like a 50% retrace, 38.2 from this bottom. And I'm just going with the bottom. Look at the bottom of the W. If you see, and I pull this Fibonacci level out, where's the bottom of my W? About 50%, exactly 50%. Do you understand? This is what we're doing. This is crypto. This is the crypto space. It's almost exactly 50%, excuse me. If we zoom out, zoom in a little, you see the better. 38.2 is very, very typical, somewhere in this range. And you see it. Support, resistance, flips from December 22nd all the way into January 3rd. It's not a long time. You'll see that come again. And I believe we'll either hit resistance here, and if we break through to the top, You'll see that on our way to 510, 509. It's going to take some time, obviously. If you look here, it's already showing us going into February, perhaps if that were to happen. But like I said, remember, there's a downfall. Everyone pays attention to the upward price and go, up, it went down to 3-something. He's wrong. Yeah, pay attention to what I'm showing you. I'm showing you a big dip, a ticker bounce. Tickers bounce, because that's what tickers do, right? Remember Winnie the Pooh? Well, I always tell you about there always a ticker bounce before we get a massive uptrend. Well, guess what? The descending channel that we came down, what did that do? It fell massively. You sold. Guess what? The whales bought. And then they got up. They said, okay, we made our money. This is the V-neck. If we are bullish, we're going to break through here. It didn't happen. Now we're going dead cat bounces. This is Bitcoin, Ami. This is Bico. If you want to check it out on TradingView, it's free. Get it on your computer. Get it on wherever you want. If you're just joining my channel, we talked about the Pavia. This is amazing. Check it out. You can buy. You get your avatars. Create your whatever you want. There's a lot of things they're working on. There was even, I looked at it before. It was really cool. There was even a Charles Hoskinson. I thought it was sweet. They showed a Charles Hoskinson. Let me see if I can get to it real quick before we go, because this is really exciting, this metaverse and everything that we're getting into right now. I love it. There was actually a Charles. There it is. No. Son of a gun. There was actually one that showed Charles Hoskinson NFT. I thought it was pretty cool. He was wearing, oh, there it is. He's wearing virtual reality glasses, VR glasses. I believe that's him. Yeah, with the cigar in his mouth. So understand that some of these people are going to find this very unique, very exciting. You got to do your own homework. You got to do your own research, man. This is the Cardano. This is the Cardano world. Get used to it. It's going to get and dip its nose a little bit into everything. Do I see an upward W forming and coming? Yes, I do. Do we have to get this volume to continue to come through? We'll see what happens. There's a lot of volume coming into Cardano right now. So if you're wondering who this crazy bastard is, it's Wall Street Pete SICKDOE in crypto. Aye, Captain. We're going to the moon, and we're going soon. And used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. So if you can, hit that like and subscribe. Share with a friend. This gentleman used to work there. This is the crazy people, open outcry pit that used to create the prices, options expiring, and all this fun goody stuff with these people. I used to learn how to trade, profit, loss margin calls, and all this fun stuff. I'll tell you, it used to be really mind rattling. You couldn't eat a sandwich, take a bite, take a piss. I mean, it was really nuts. So maybe that's why they used to do coke all the time, right, people? They talk about people on Wall Street. Oh, there's a rich man's drug, blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's why they had to go so fast. I don't know. Not really experienced on that level. But believe it or not, not really experienced on that level. I don't need that. If you could tell, I'm already hyper and crazy as it is naturally, so I don't need that type of stuff to get me going. But if you do realize this is the world I'm from, I loved it. New York Mercantile Exchange, it's now the Van Gogh Museum. It's crazy. The Van Gogh Museum, 1 North End Avenue in Manhattan, across from the Colt Gate, Hudson River. So if you're familiar with any of that off Vesey Street, I used to love New York. I used to walk around this place all the time, get the best bagels, get the best pizza, get the best everything, right? The best everything. Listen to what I'm saying. New York, New York. Well, you have a wonderful day. Wall Street Pete SICKDOE in crypto. If you want to learn how to make SICKDOE in crypto, this is not financial advice. But hit the like and subscribe. Do your own research, please. I'm not a perfect human being, but sometimes I make mistakes. So please, in the comment section, if you'd like to go over a video tonight, it is Monday. It's a holiday, but we'll go over a Monday night video when you get off work. Perhaps you could watch this video, or perhaps you could watch us live and talk about what you want to go over tonight like Gary does. Gary gets a live every time, and what does he do? He says, Jasmine, he says, Bico, and we go over it live for him with no thoughts or with no idea or plans to go about it. So you could do that as well. Hit the like and subscribe. Let me know in the chat section. Tell me what you want to go over. If I get enough love about it, we'll go over it. That's what we do. Wall Street Pete. Take care.